Okay, we are now ready to begin our next lesson about creating a website using Weebly.com. Since we already know how to log in, I've already done so, and we are at the page of creating our website. We've learned how to add the title, we've learned how to create the design and the different pages with different looks. So now it's time to have some fun to add new looks to the website by adding text and pictures. So first we'll look at the different basic elements that we have listed at the top here. We'll take a look at each one of these on our home page. You obviously can create different pages with putting the text and the titles at different areas, but for this demonstration we'll just look at it right now from the home page view. The first item is the easiest one. It is paragraph with the title. It is self-explanatory. It has a title and it has the paragraph. As you can see, when I hover over the box, it says drag the page. So I went ahead and dragged it down, and here is the item located. So we will call this Welcome. That's our title. As you can see, click to edit. We'll add some text. Welcome to this website. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Welcome to this website tutorial. You could also write your items elsewhere, such as a Word document or an email, and then cut and paste. You want to be careful sometimes by doing that because you may have it justified a little differently just for the lineups, and you might have to do additional editing. But it is also an option, especially if you want to confirm for spell check and everything of that nature. Always good to have your spelling proper. So you could write as little as you like or as much as you like. When you make changes, especially by adding new items to your website, as we talked about in the initial tutorial, make sure you go up and publish your website. This is the way of saving your document. It's also a good idea to see what your creation looks like from an outsider view, such as your students. So I clicked on that, and this is what the final version looks like. Let's assume I did not like the black lettering, or it looks a little small. Not a problem. You go back to your area by just selecting the different tab, and we could highlight it and change the coloring by using the toolbar that is listed here. This is the editing feature for your website when it comes to text. Change the color. Let's have that one as, since our purple is the background, let's do a purple right there, and we'll do a darker bluish for the welcome. Maybe we want that a little larger, so we just do the plus arrow to increase the font. Anytime you're not sure what an item is, you could also hover over the item and it gives you the description for that item. So now we could see by publishing, make those changes. I could click here to see what it looks like. There we go. Instead of it being black, it is now the purple and the darker purple that we made it to. I like that, so we will keep that. Okay, so that was the paragraph with the title. We're just going to look at, if we didn't want them combined as one item, we could also bring down our title as a separate item. And maybe this will be items included on the website. It is the same format as the other one. All these text items are in the same format. I just drag it down. I can make the changes as needed by changing the color or changing the font size. You could also do the justification to the center, to the right, to the center, or even justified if you have a lot of text and you want it to be squared up. Then if I wanted to bring my paragraph down, I could go ahead and do that. There are several items included, such as videos and pictures and text. This is just something simple, But one of the ideas of having the text and the title separate is just because you then can decide, oh, wait a minute, I did not like that title. Let me go ahead and I would highlight over it, and you notice the box appears. If you do not like it and you want to delete it, just press the X. Yes, delete. And then that way I got rid of the title, but I could always just create this portion of the paragraph that I liked. So this is how you go ahead and do with the paragraph with title, the title alone, or the paragraph. Now you could choose which page you want to add text, the home page, and you could write whatever text that you like. It is always great to make sure that your spelling is correct. Have fun and enjoy adding text and paragraph titles to your website.